everyone, Yōkai here. Today I'm going to be watching the third episode of the second season of Shadow's House. And last episode we got to see like a new character, Oliver / Ollie, and they had this big old giant vacuum, which was essentially a soot sucker upper, I believe. And it was a great invention, really impressive stuff. Up until you realized you couldn't take it out of the room, at which point it became a little bit less useful, but still cool, And a nice little vacuum in a bottle, like it's still something to be proud of. But yeah, let's just jump into episode 3 and see exactly how things go. 3, 2, 1, play. Right, the slaves, yeah. Okay, so we are getting to Christopher. I ain't afraid of no Scorch. You think I'm some kind of wuss? That would really suck. Fire intensifies. A giant phantom. So how much truth is there to this story? You never really believe the shadows, so I mean, it was very much like he came across as being on like a stage, like a drama play. Especially like the arm positioning and stuff he did. They keep saying that forbidden name. Oh, okay, that actually was that cut there. That. So yeah, definitely getting more into the Christopher thing. And the person at the end of the last episode, yeah, like I thought it was Christopher. And we do know the Scorches are, dangerous. Like, we did have an encounter with them in Season 1. Somebody got, like, all sooted up and had to be, like, cleansed and stuff. I don't remember exactly who that was. It wasn't Mary Rose. She was, like, there, though, when it happened. But yeah, this opening, man. Yeah, just the hugging and intensifying bit is really what made it go from great to top tier. A smile followed by strengthening the embrace. It doesn't get much better than that, as far as anime, hugs go. And of course, plenty of hand-holding. Never hurts either. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, definitely a good opening. A great cleaning. We did stress the importance of cleaning earlier, so. That is our current goal. Yeah, I thought it was Louise, that voice, yeah. For rooms, all of them? Oh, okay, okay. Uh, thank you. We're using some soot power here. Okay. How could you get cuter than that? I stand corrected. Definitely was possible. Yeah, that's all that matters. But let's not shove too much soot down your throat. It definitely can be healthy for you. Okay. Looks like they're having fun over there. She must be. What's this about? Oh yeah, I think we saw them before, didn't we? Yeah, those ones. I'm gonna watch your master pace back and forth. Well, Louise gets around, now she's talking to him. Of course Patrick wouldn't do such a thing. You know, back and forth, right here. Those eyes just scream, somebody please help me. I don't like the circling, they're like sharks. I'm not gonna remember those names, but okay. What the heck? What? Did I miss something? I mean it's cute, but like, can they just manipulate somebody else's doll like that? Now I have mixed feelings because they're obviously bullying here, but it's also really cute. So, oh, okay. Thank you for that. Oh, that was satisfying. Yeah, you know, perfect sync and all that. Okay, that was an interesting scene we just got there. I was so just taken aback when we started getting Amelia on all four, Emilico on all four barking. One of those things I just wasn't ready for. And also, I'm pretty sure the twins tripped Kate or Emilico or something in a previous episode. I like vaguely remember that, so you know, payback for that. Assuming I'm not misremembering. I'm a goldfish when it comes to memories, so. Is she yawning? But what if I'm not in the mood to rejoice, you know? I think I'll just stay in. I can just picture those falling over and breaking. Just like slightly bump into it and then bam, just shatters. That would be nice. She looks kind of sooty. It might have been Rosemary that had happened to her last season, now that I think about it. But anyway. Yeah, this is definitely some of that soot overdose stuff. Soot sickness. That's what it's called. Thank you. Soot sickness. This really doesn't look good. So I'm gonna get some water or some. Oh God. No. Yeah, please block that. That was some good reflexes there. And is it humping it? No. There we go. Didn't even kill it. Yeah, honestly. I think somebody may have been less lucky. That's got to be just the worst thing that could possibly happen to you. Having anything force its way down your throat is just the worst. It's like freaking zombie, you know? A zombie bites somebody, he attacks somebody else. Like, it's kind of like that. But yeah, we definitely can rely on Sean, that's for sure. Who let this happen? Definitely better scorched security. Well, he doesn't seem all that bothered. Friggin' Oliver. Raleigh, whatever, one of the Raleigh, I think. Okay. Apparently he's got a real punch. Because that had more damage than, like, Emilico hitting anyone with a stick. Suddenly this becomes a battle anime. That was not cool. Man, there's a lot of them, too. How did there be... How is there that many? I told you this would fall over easily. Take the coffee and retreat. It might be the first time in my life I've ever heard that sentence. God. This is definitely not okay. She definitely can't overpower her, so she needs some help. Oof. I really was not ready for this. Like, this is not how I thought this episode would go. Like, just the voice that she does, you can really tell how much just suffering that is. Might want to look behind you. I mean... Oh, God. Oh, that's not going to fit down anyone's throat. Well, turns out that story may have had some truth to it after all. You can't really punch that either. So, I don't know what we do from here. This is a real problem. I mean, you gotta try, but... It's gonna take a lot more than that, especially if they just jump back in. That's the problem. You need just some really powerful blast or something. In fact, maybe a giant vacuum might come in pan. You're just gonna lure it into that very specific room, and we'll suck it up. Or maybe you got it out somehow. Okay, he got it out in one episode. That's impressive. Or made a new one, whatever. The point is, it's here to use, so... The hero that we need. Let's go, Nancy. Just hit the button and aim. We got this. The vibrating sound was a nice touch. I feel like so many things I've said could be taken the wrong way in this episode, but... Yeah, let's aim it in the right spot, please. Set up the right thing. Oh, okay. Maybe we need more than one person to grab the hose at once, you know, to keep it stable. Not that Nancy's not doing a good job, but... You know, we need somebody that can handle that hose. And that machine's gonna save us. Just give it a minute. Man, that pose, she almost looks it's just her standard weapon, you know? Right. Really need to watch your back. Whether the map or, well, the design. I don't know why I called it a map, but the blueprints, whatever you want to call it. I will make sure not to do that, okay? Now can I play with it? I promise to take good care of it. I swear I won't break it. Okay, let's try this again. I believe she'll do a better job than Nancy. No offense, Nancy. Yeah, definitely already going better. It might take a while, there's a lot of them there, but as long as we can maintain our position, it should eventually work. Can somebody, like, defend her, you know? Like, play defense while she tries to suck up the sword scorches? That would be so much fun. So terrifying, though. Okay, there we go. That's a good idea. This whole thing almost feels like the kind of like a boss battle in a video game. It kind of has that feel to it. Because I'm pretty sure I've done a Legend of Zelda battle kind of like this, where you attack something, it breaks into pieces, you take care of them individually, and then what's left reforms and just rinse and repeat till it's defeated. You know, similar kind of idea. Just let me get my glasses on first. Yeah, it's definitely up there. The hooded figure. It's not about who spots it first. We're all on the same side. But yeah, I really am curious about what exactly that is. Probably not going to catch it here, but... God damn it, Ricky. I just have to tell him twice. That was good. Goddamn scorch. Oh, my eyes are watering. Okay. Okay. So it's not going super well. God. Thank you. It'll still be really fun, though. You know, up until you crash into something. Gonna suck up this wall. And then she just fall, I mean... I don't know, we don't have much other choice, I guess, but somebody please catch her. Emilico never ceases to amaze me! Yeah. The broom attack once again. Yeah, all over her face. Thing is just so creepy. Okay, Barbie, whichever one she is. Yeah, she's not gonna go down so easily. Just kind of exposing yourself there, by the way, Emilico, just saying. No wonder people couldn't help but stay here and get distracted. I mean, it's kind of a job, right? Alright, they're back. I imagine that would be quite the thing to walk in on. Okay. I mean, it's a risky play, but we gotta try something. Okay, here we go. Oh, damn. Right to the top of the head, too. I guess that works. She already said that. Fuandesu. Yeah, thank God someone's there to catch her. Oof. Okay. Ouch, the headbutt. Man, Milika, you are the hero that we need. How dare people ever call her defective? Like, remember that from season 1? She is the best doll in this house. You know, living doll, person, real person, whatever you want to call her. I mean, do we have to help them? I mean, she's going to because she's a good girl, but I wouldn't. I have an injury. Please kiss and make it feel better. Yeah, I did feel kind of deja vu-ish. I was thinking the same thing. Because they were together during the exam thingy, right? I guess that makes sense. I was wondering where Oliver was. I would say so, yeah. Yeah, Emilio, you really could... You deserve a break, a rest. Oh, that's the important thing. Think about to smash it? Oh, they really are. Okay. What's that about? They even cut themselves. Wow, okay. I assume somebody manipulated them to do that, maybe? Maybe Kate did that? Okay, yeah, it does seem like Kate did it. Because she was researching about the soot and stuff like that, right? So... She may have... Kate may have manipulated them to do that using her soot. Possibly. Obviously somebody manipulated them to do that. It's just a matter of who. And I can't think of many other people who would even want to do that, so... I don't know. It almost seemed to imply that Kate didn't do it, but... Because if she did, she'd tell Emilico, right? I mean... I don't know. I'm not sure how to take that. I was definitely really taken aback with them breaking it to begin with, but... Then I remembered we already had a precedent for soot-based manipulation of living dolls in the show. Yeah, so I'll talk more in the discussion. Because people often skip the ED anyway. A part of my reaction, so... That's why I try not to say too much during it. Man, I really am curious about just how much meaning there is in this ED. Okay, potential suspects. Are we going to do some, like, investigation next episode? You know, go full detective, perhaps? I don't know. But anyway, that was the 3rd episode of the 2nd season of Shadow's House. And, wow, what an episode it was. Man, okay. I mean, obviously the last couple episodes were pretty dialogue heavy, right? In this episode, they kind of went to a bit more of an action-y side of things, right? So, yeah, where do I start? Well, we started with the, like, flashback stuff, you know, Christopher stuff, and we got see a little bit. There was less Christopher in the overall episode than I was expecting, but we did get a little bit of him early on, and it definitely was important to the episode because she brought up the Scorches and the Phantom and all that stuff, right? So definitely relevant to the episode itself, right? But yeah, as far as the rest of the episode goes, the episode was called The Big Cleaning, right? So you know, I'm not gonna say that title was a lie, but it was a little bit misleading, because what I was expecting was a large-scale cleaning operation where people were scrubbing and mopping and stuff, and maybe singing about how great it is to be a slave and all that. That's kind of what I was expecting, you know. That was pretty concretely, that was what was in my head. But no, not quite. We were talking about the you know, well, first we had a little bit of stuff with Louise and you know, Lou, yeah, right, that's the living doll's name. But yeah, Kate's going around like investigating soot and soot usage and stuff like that, and we have Louise who's practicing soot on Lou, and I feel like she's done that soot into the mouth thing before. I'm pretty sure, because I remember, you know, I remember being a little bit surprised by it. But we got that here too, and just very much direct, like puppet-like manipulation of Lou. Right? Basically having her be cute, because, you know, what else would Louise possibly have her living doll do? And it was really cute, you know. We had like the classic head bonking, tongue sticking out thing, which was really cute, and we had the other position, which was more like, yeah, we had like this kind of pose, you know. Just great poses overall. You know, I was impressed by it. I liked it. Like, I'm not a big fan of, you know, pumping soot down a girl's throat, right? That's just seems a little bit rude. A little bit invasive. I don't know the best way to describe it, but, you know, it can't be healthy, right? Because if smoking is bad for you, soot inhaling can't be good for you, right? So, you know, and we obviously see what a lot of soot inhaling does, like soot sickness, right? Later in the episode. And we also had the twins. I don't remember their names. I'm probably not going to, but they were a bit of a, you know, a bit of a problem. But yeah, that scene, man, just the. Because, like I said, I'm pretty sure we already saw them earlier in a previous episode where they were kind of, you know, unpleasant, bitchy kind of characters, right? You know, I'm pretty sure we had a bit of that. And they straight up used their powers to mess with Emilico, right? Get her to go on all four and bark like a dog. I was so just taken aback when I saw that. It was so out of nowhere. Like, obviously with, you know, the full context and everything, it makes sense. But in the moment, I was just like, I can almost feel like a you know, like a clockwork thing where the screws are, you know, the cogs are going around. I can almost feel like that stop in my head for a couple seconds as I was watching Emilico on the ground barking like a dog. It was a surprise. Let's just leave it at that. It was cute though, but like obviously using your powers to bully somebody, not okay. But it was really cute. So I can't really be fully mad at them about that, unfortunately, and luckily we got to give them a little bit of payback anyway, so it's all good. But yeah, we had that part, and I think that's all we've had. Pretty much everything up until we got to the actual soot sickness / scorch / phantom section, right? Because we had somebody walk in, right? Just very much that zombie kind of, because that's the best way I can describe it, very zombie-like, where you're like not fully there, you know, just looking at your face and your eyes, you're not really fully conscious of what's even going on around you, and you make these growly kind of sounds, and you know, randomly attack anyone. Like, it's pretty much, for all intents and purposes, being a zombie, right? And so, yeah, I almost want to call it soot zombies, but yeah, she just like explodes with these scorches everywhere, and they attack everyone else, and just the way they just latch onto your face and just go into your mouth is just the worst, right? Like, could you just imagine what that would be like? Because to me, that's like nightmare fuel of the worst kind. But that pretty much was the episode, right? Just a full-scale war between the Scorch Army and everyone else in the house, right? And Emilico really got to shine in this episode because she was the MVP, right? She attacks, she defends, she takes up the weapon, right? Because we have Ollie show up here with this, like, Mach 2 device all ready to be used, and we had what was her name? Lucy, Susie, Deucey, something like that. She showed up trying to use it, and she wasn't doing a very good job. She was like sucking up curtains and stuff. I get she was doing her best, but like it wasn't good enough. But Emilico taking over where she left off. Emilico is not, you know, in a constant state of being worried and nervous and stuff. if she sees something she's got to get done, she does it. She's very courageous and brave and capable, and we have to see that fully demonstrated here after she took the reins, so to speak. And yeah, she was just like flying all over the place, sucking up. At a certain point, got attached to the wall, and then went from being stuck to the wall to being like upside down with a dress like folded downwards, which I had to imagine being a little bit embarrassing. And she eventually, after being in that position for several minutes, got the brilliant idea to go like straight down onto the monster and have it all be sucked up, like a full-on aerial diving bomb attack, which seemed pretty effective for the most part. And just this was like kind of just overall like a big old raid boss battle sort of thing, and it was cool to watch because like even though Miliko was the MVP, she wasn't like the only one doing something, right? It wasn't like everyone else was just watching from a safe distance. We had punching and kicking and swinging and stabbing and stuff like that. It was a team effort, and obviously also Ollie contributing with the bringing the weapon itself, and you had Oliver inside operating and utilizing his suit to make it all work and stuff like that. So yeah, it was just really exciting episode to watch, right? Although the less fun aspect was seeing characters I care about being soot sicknessified. Like just when they look like that with the sooty face and the dead eyes, and like it's just, you never want to see someone you care about look like that. It's the worst, especially when they like attack people that they care about, right? As a result of it, essentially a zombie. It's horrible to have to watch, but I don't think anyone died or anything. Like the water should help. I think that's how we do it. Just pump them full of water. Now that we've dealt with the immediate threat, it should be fine. And then we had one final bit with the twins, just bam, shattering the coffee, right? Because we had one bit where they were like trying to keep them safe and delivering them, and next second, just bam, screw that coffee. And very clearly they were manipulated. The only question is by who? And I'm assuming that's what the Hannin, the suspect aspect of the next episode's title. That's got to be what's referring to. And a full-scale investigation on seeing exactly who was responsible for breaking the coffee, which does imply that they believe that the twins were manipulated, right? So I guess we'll see exactly how that goes. My assumption was Kate, but I became a little bit less sure of that when the episode ended. But that's really the only suspect I can think of, right? Because she was the one that was thinking about soot a lot in the episode, and she obviously can use soot to manipulate things. So but we'll have to wait and see. It was just so cool and dramatic, the breaking of the coffee. Definitely my favorite thing that they did. I kind of want to rewatch it too, because they claim that the coffee is safe. Then they kind of like slowly grab them in perfect unison, like there's like a mirror between them, perfect parallel to each other. They grab it, and then once they get it above their heads, like there's only one thing they would possibly do at that point is to smash it, right? But I'm sitting here being like, no, they can't. They wouldn't do that. Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense for them to do that. So I'm kind of having that kind of internal conflict as I see the hand reflected in Miliko's eyes, which is a nice little shot. Especially because, twins, two eyes, each of them were reflected, kind of reflect. That was a nice touch. And then, after a little bit of that, just bam! Not only did it break, we even got, like, injuries, like, which obviously was unnecessary, you could just, like, throw it if you wanted to avoid it, potential cuts and stuff. But they didn't do that. We got like a cut on one hand, a cut on the other person's like arm, right? Although only one of them actually had blood splatter on their face, which was interesting. Not that it's important or anything. I just thought it was interesting. That bad aspect they made, like the injuries aspect, they made sure to like not be perfectly, replicated with each other because, well, that makes sense because that's kind of an element of chaos, chaos theory. Like you can try to be one-to-one with somebody else's movements, right? If you want to, right? But certain things are out of your control, and that would be one of them, in what direction glass breaks or falls or how deeply it cuts. You can never control that sort of thing. So it was kind of cool that was reflected in that. So, and yeah, Barbie did not look happy. Just immediately, summoning some henchmen to go attack them, as they're just like, no, we didn't do it. It wasn't our fault. We didn't mean to, I swear I'm innocent, but, one of those tell it to the judge kind of things. But yeah, like I said, from the next episode title, it seems like they maybe believe them, but I don't know, or at least are willing to entertain the possibility that they were manipulated, because they have no real motivation to do that, right? So that's probably the biggest thing in their favor, that there's no real motive for the crime. But yeah, that's all I really had to say on the episode. It was definitely good. It was good. I definitely appreciated it after we had such a dialogue-heavy, first couple episodes right? You know, well, dialogue, exposition, you know, kind of thing. We have like a full scale action-packed war kind of thing. It was a desolate way to kind of shake things up. So I do appreciate that. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.